All right, all right, all right. Welcome to the Tuesday night Principal Chiro broadcast from DE and Band of Brothers. I'm Dr. Brian Moriarty, your esteemed MC for tonight's call with Dr. Chris O'Brien coming up. But guys, DE is upon us, okay? We are now 5 weeks away from the next Dynamic Essentials meeting here. Remember, we met way back in April in Clearwater. So look at that, April, May, June, July. So it's been 3 months. So it's like, okay, it should be time for DE right now. But this is the one spread where we get the 4-month gap, not the 3-month gap. So everybody's kind of itching for DE right now. But we got to make sure we get booking, guys. We're 5 weeks out, okay? So I just booked my plane ticket, actually right before this call. I got my tickets for my flights. I got my hotel this week. I got my admission ticket. I got everything set up. But now is the time you want to start acting on this stuff, guys. You don't want to just wait to the last minute and throw everything together and put a lot of pressure on Kat. You got to decide right now, guys, are you in or are you out? And at that last DE was unbelievable. I packed house. 4, 5, who knows, 600 people in that room. It was mobbed. And the next one's going to be just like that here, guys. We're back here in Marietta. Kat, if you have that overlay, if you want to put that up there about the upcoming DEs here. This one's coming up August 12th through the 15th here in Atlanta, in Marietta. Then we got another one in October, and then the back-to-back Sarasota, Florida ones because of the mask thing down here where Sarasota was going to force us to come to DE wearing masks. So we moved that one to January. So we got the back-to-back Florida swing. I don't mind. I live in Florida. One less plane ticket for me. But anyway, that August 12th to the 15th, guys, we gotta fill that one up right now. So if you have not made your plans, I want you to right now go to lifede.com, get registered, get your hotel. The room block still has rooms available in that wonderful Marriott there. Great hotel. They treat us very well there. Get your plane tickets if you're flying. But let's get on this and let's hammer this thing out and let's get 50 new people registering tonight so we can really give Kat a lot of work tomorrow. She likes to do a lot of work. She's a true servant though. We love her. So anyway, good. Lou Singer signing up. There's one. Okay, 49 to go. Let's go, guys. Who else is in? Put it on there. Anyway, our speaker tonight for the Tuesday night DE call is making his debut tonight, guys. He's doesn't really like to do a whole lot of this type speaking, he told me, and but he said he wanted to step outside of his comfort zone. How much do you love that? That's a DE attitude right there. He first came to DE in 1996, 25 years ago. So he knows about DE and Dr. Sid, and now he's a stalwart, a mainstay. He's always there at DE. He's got a ton of passion for chiropractic. This guy's a hustler, man. I remember he was like giving like airport rides with Lyft from DE attendees, and now he's rocking his own practice. He's been in practice now about a year and a half on his own, and he's growing. His practice is growing and growing every day. He's coming to DE. You know the pattern, guys. It grows, and before you know it, he'll be at 1,000 a week, crushing it. So I love this guy's spirit. I'll be honest with you. I follow him on Facebook, and I love his attitude, man. He's willing to mix it up about COVID, about vaccines, about chiropractic. He's got the gloves up, man, and I think he's really gonna bring it tonight. So I'm excited to listen to this guy. Originally from the Detroit area, big Detroit Lions fan. Now in Marietta, Georgia, my Irish brother, Dr. O'Brien there. Guys, give it up for Marietta, Georgia, making his DE debut. Show him some love. Put some hearts on there. Put some comments on there supporting him. Give it up for Dr. Chris O'Brien.
All right, we're there. There we are. Good evening. Happy 4th of July. Happy New Year. Happy freedom. Enjoy life. As Brian said, I'm a little out of my comfort zone here. I'm not a big fan of just talking to the air or to my phone without something reciprocating there, but I'm gonna give it my best and tell you my story on what brought me into chiropractic. I wasn't raised a chiropractic child. I didn't know anything about it until I was about 24, 25 years old, about 1995, when I finally went to a chiropractor for my first adjustment. As a child, I think I was 8 or 9 years old. I was watching my dad and my grandpa work in the cellar, and I tumbled in and landed on my back and had what I thought was normal low back pain. So went to the chiropractor first time, was talked into it at 25. I could handle it. I was a tough guy. I didn't need someone else touching me and possibly hurting me and killing me. So as I'm leaving his office, I felt a little bit of relief in the low back, but not 100%. Still not 100% today. And but as I was leaving, I used to have tingling, numbness in these left hand from the military, doing what they call dress right dress, and that was another one of those things I thought was just something I had to live with for the rest of my life. But as I was walking out of the office and to my car, my hands started to tingle and feel different. And first thought I thought was, here I go. I'm gonna die. He killed me. I'm having a heart attack. But obviously I didn't die and I'm still here. But by the time I got home, I had full feeling back in that hand. And it was kind of like, whoa, what'd this guy do to me? Because I went for low back pain. That's still there, but this is feeling better. So I stuck it out with him. And 3, 4 months later, I used to suffered from migraine headaches like 3 or 4 a week and had Advil everywhere, in the car, at the workplace, wherever I was possibly hanging out, there was a bottle of Advil. And so after about 3 months, I think it was, of continuous care, I noticed my headaches went away. And I went in and asked him, I said, hey, doc, what you're doing to me? Go, Dad, get rid of headaches? He goes, you have headaches? I was like, yeah. He goes, why didn't you tell me? I was like, well, you're a back pain doctor. What do headaches have to do with chiropractic? So he kind of laughed at me and told me to get in contact with my uncle and learn a bit as after he, obviously taught me a little bit. And my uncle was a chiropractor too. And so my uncle heard the story and was like, I want to take you to the seminar. And I kind of laughed at him. I was like, no, I'm not going to a seminar with you, Matt. I'm not being sold on stuff. He's like, I got you. Got the airplane, hotel, food, seminar costs. Just come, soak it up, and see what it's about. So I bought and came down, and everyone's hugging, loving. No one's selling me anything. The vendors were out there. They weren't really pushy. They just kind of were hanging out. And then this old man gets up there, gray hair, starts speaking, holds up some keys. Everyone's screaming and chanting. And I'm like, whoa, this is crazy. This is a little weird. I like it. I had no idea what the hell the keys meant, but I was enjoying my time there, felt the love, and went back home and soaked it all in and decided, so with my hands I can crack the neck and make people better. And my uncle's like, pretty much, but we don't crack anything. And on I went. In about 1998, I packed up my Dodge Omni with plexiglass as the back window and headed to Marietta to start my journey at Life University. And met a lot of great people at Life. It was good times. Shortly after I began the DC program, Life went through the accreditation issues. Talk about a shocker and another uppercut to start, my career. Almost left Marietta, didn't know what I wanted to do, but decided to stick it out with the help of people like Oasis and Jamie Alprin and Chris Walker, a bunch of us, Dave Sarnoff. We all stuck around and stayed and finished our thing. So in 2005, I graduated finally with my DC degree. Just shortly after graduation, early 2006, I was introduced to a chiropractor back in Michigan, and he hired me, wanted me to come up and work with them and teach me how to run an office and learn all the fun stuff about running the office and help me finish my boards. So I told him I needed about a month to get up there with my son being in school, and he had a month left. He said, "No problem, get up here, we'll get you to work." So I made the trip back to Michigan. And when I got there, I called him and said, "Hey, I'm ready." And his response was, "I'm sorry, man, I don't need you anymore." And basically hung up on me. So I was just like, really? I just left across the country for this, and let's go. Next chapter. So I started looking for work, couldn't find any work. I was overqualified with a doctorate degree, and ended up um, bouncing at a bar downtown Detroit called the Old Shillelagh. If any of you been to Detroit, you've probably been there. And did that for almost 7.5 years. I started not liking people. I'd walk around grimming people, and that was not me. I loved people too much to really hate them like I was feeling at that moment. So I walked away from that. Got a job working at Roush and taking care of my kids about 80% of the time. Their mom had them on the weekends. And late November 2014, the kid's mother passed away, and I took the rest of the day off of work, went and had to console the kids and tell them about their mom. And the next day, that company called me and said, "When you're coming back to work, kids are resilient, they'll bounce back." That didn't ring well with me, especially less than 24 hours of the tragedy. So I never went back. I told them no, thank you. So I was like, what are we going to do now? So I started driving for Lyft, as Brian mentioned. I was the DE Uber driver for a while. So I started Lyft and was making quite a bit of money, and said, this is it. This is going to be what helps me finish my boards, because I'm still not done with my boards. It's now about 2015, 2016 that I started doing the Lyft thing and getting back into my boards. So 2017, I finished part 4. 2016 is when I finished the 2 sections of part 2, and then I finally finished part 3, which was my favorite test of them all. It only took me, I think it was 4 or 5 times. Not even sure, but that's the past and no longer need it. But 2019 in March, I finally finished all my boards and pursued my own office up in Michigan. And I was working for a guy as his office manager, CA, part time. So I kind of had the background of the office down, and opened up my own business renting from him, which didn't take off very well. About 3 months in, all my friends and all the people I knew were like, "Yeah, as soon as you open, we'll be in and we're gonna help you grow." Well, they all disappeared. They stopped answering the phones. They stopped returning their texts. And on DE webpage, I saw that there was an office for sale in Woodstock, Georgia. And I kind of enjoyed Georgia when I was at Life down here. And I kind of giggled, laughed, and said, "Well, I'm first year licensed. I'm really no position to buy an office, but let's see what happens." Sought, sought it out, came to take a look at it at a while at DE, and all the cards fell in place, and I bought the place. December 2019 is when I took over. And we all know what happened a few months later. The world shut down. So I was just another smack in the face going, "Hey, what else you going to throw at me? I'm ready for you." And didn't know what to do, really. So I continued doing Uber and Amazon Flex, delivering packages, and to supplement the income, that continued. My doors stayed open and took care of the people that were there. And as we go today, I continue to grow. Had my best month yet last month, and already off to a great start this month, and looking forward to the next DE. Um, that, I think, is about it about my story. And I just, want to thank every one of you for always being there. I know I'm not always the most outgoing, kind of quiet to myself, but I love and appreciate all of you, and look forward to seeing you in August and giving you all hugs.
Hey, Chris.
Yes, sir.
Dude, that was an awesome, awesome story to share. That was honest, humble, and pure. That's the DE way, my friend. And I know you've had some incredible, incredible challenges. Wow. I did not know all of that you've been through, man. But as Mindy Weingarten says below there, you are in the right place right now, my friend. And you are a warrior that does not stop fighting. Wow. What an incredible story, my friend. Thank you.
A rhino. We charge through life.
Dude, keep charging, keep serving. I can't wait to see you, D, man. Give you a big hug. You did a great job tonight. Way to step outside your comfort zone. I see a lot of beautiful, positive comments coming through the bottom there. So definitely check those out when you get done. And thank you so much for sharing tonight, my brother.
My pleasure. Thank you, Brian. We'll see you in 5 weeks.
See you in 5 weeks. Get registered, guys. DE coming up 5 weeks from now. August 12th to the 15th in Atlanta. Me and Chris will be there. We hope to see you guys there. And otherwise, we'll see you next Tuesday night on the Tuesday Night Principal Chiro broadcast by DE and Band Brothers. Take care, guys.